guys. Where's this guy? Feather myself. One. That was jumping. Pray for these rocks. What's up, angling addicts? Today we were out here on the Sandy River. I'm hoping to kind of figure this might be the last little chance to catch some of these fish that have been laying up throughout the summer before we get this rain that's supposed to be coming up. I'm kind of anticipating there should be enough water to let the rest of these fish get up to the hatchery and hopefully, cross our fingers, bring some fresh fish up into the system. But today I'm just doing the same thing that I was doing out on the Clackamas River, but a lot of you guys have been asking kind of like what I'm using and how I'm doing things. But I've got the two setups that I usually use is this Cabela's Pro Guide, and that one I've usually just got set up with my bait caster, and I'll do the bobber and jig setup. Haven't really done any eggs or anything yet this season, but I think once we start getting some fresh fish in the system, then we'll kind of start swapping up techniques. But today I'm just gonna throw this little black and pink jig out there and see how that does. But we've got that floating below probably about 2 feet of leader to an inline weight. What I try and do is throw a bobber stop actually at the bottom of all this, so if you actually break off this line, you don't have to lose your bobber and all that whole setup as well. What I'm usually throwing for my spinners and stuff, since any of you guys watching these videos, you know that I'm a huge fan of the Blue Fox Vibrex, so I'm usually throwing that on my Lama Glass breadline rod. It's 9/4. I've got it, both rods are done up with a 30-pound braid, and I kind of swap the leader depending on weather conditions or water conditions. But I mean, I don't really veer too far from in between 15, 17 and 20 pounds. I don't go much lower than that, and I haven't had any problems hooking any fish. But I have seen a bunch out here this morning already. They've been jumping around. This is another one of those pools that I was telling you guys about. This one's actually really long. It's got a nice channel that comes up through here and then heads up, and then it bottlenecks. You can really tell with the riffles in the water how it's coming in at an angle right there. That's kind of where the shallow water begins. Yeah, I got one just jumping right here. I think we're gonna throw the bobber at that one. I'm assuming that these are probably salmon since I haven't seen too many steelhead out here, but some of these salmon that I've seen are actually like black, so it's kind of crazy. I'm so used to catching the fish when they're fresh, so the silvers and the ones you can tell that are just like super fresh out of the system. So it's still fun catching these ones. They got some fight in them, and it's just something fun to go catch. Oh man, yeah, that thing is big, dude. It's something fun to do while we're waiting for the fresh ones to come in. So I mean, I don't mind catching them, letting them go, whatever. But yeah, so for those of you that are having problems catching fish so far this season, my words of advice would be is keep it up. Just keep casting, keep trying different things, keep moving around, and don't assume that you can do the same thing in different places all the time. You have to switch up your techniques for the areas that you're in and the conditions of the water, and it's one of those things that you really have to do either a lot of research on, which you should be anyways, but time out on the water and learning every day. Geez, these things are all over. But yeah, just learning from your mistakes and learning as you go. You can't expect, when you've got bad results with whatever it is that you're doing, to keep doing that thing every single place that you go. Like here, I know that I've got a lot of rocks. I've got, if I cast across the water here, I guarantee, because I've actually floated this before, that side, yeah, this guy just keeps rolling right here. That side of the water is super, super shallow, and I know the deeper channel is right here below me because I can tell by standing on this rock that it's just a drop. And the way that the water is actually moving, you can see where the channel is at out here. So you've got to kind of figure out what kind of techniques you want to do. I know that I can kind of cast out at an angle with the spinners and let it kind of swing into the channel. Got to be careful to not cast too far into shallow water and let it sink and snag up over there. Don't think that just because you're not catching them that you suck at what you're doing. Well, you might suck. Keep watching us. We'll try and give you guys some tips and tricks and stuff. But like I said, keep learning as you go. But yeah, just because you see them doesn't mean that they're gonna bite, especially these ones during the summertime. End of summertime now into fall. Like I had brought up in the other video, these fish have been around all summer. They've seen a lot of people come and go in attempts at trying to catch them, and just the conditions don't create the most like the good environment for going out and just getting on fish. And they're not here in huge numbers, and a lot of the ones that you see splashing around in the water, especially if they're in groups, are already spawned out. And they're not going to bite on anything. Those things are probably like a couple of weeks out from dying. So if you're not learning anything when you're out there, then you're not progressing as a fisherman. So without further ado, guys, let's do some fishing and see if we can't get on some salmon or some steelhead. Basically what I'm doing right now, like I told you guys, is I'm throwing this jig, but I'm also going to be adjusting my bobber stop. So right now I'm just running down that channel, but I'm going to change the sections of the channel that I'm drifting down, and then I'm also going to change the depth at which this thing is going. So I'm not too sure how deep it is right there. So what I'm going to do is set it kind of long until I can tell that it's dragging. As soon as it does, I'm just going to reel it back in and then shorten my bobber stop. So yeah, you definitely don't want to be dragging off the bottom. So I like to do the different depths because you don't know where the fish are striking at. And if these are salmon, I know that they're usually down lower, but everything is coming to the surface right now and rolling. So I think I'm going to try and get it down towards the bottom and start out there, and then just kind of start working it up into the water column. But yeah, like I said, just keep switching it up, and you got to go out and find the fish. So this is where we start hunting for them. think that might be a wild native. That is a wild fish. Let this guy go. Yep, out of his fin. Alright, dude. I'll let you go. There you go. Oh, it's a beautiful fish. Wow. Alright, dude. There you go. Next to me. Keep on, baby. Away from those rocks. Whew. You're trying. I kind of need my beater. Oh! F me. It's the nature of the game. I'm gonna keep trying, keep working this section. I know you guys are gonna ask. So, yes, I'm on the Sandy River. I'm just on the outskirts of Oxbow Park. So for any of you guys that don't know, you can also follow us on our website and actually become part of the Angling Addict crew. So that's at www.anglingaddictspnw.com. We got all kinds of cool stuff up on there, but I'm gonna get back to some fishing because talking to the camera does not produce fish. And when my rods are just sitting there, yeah, so see if we can't get on some more fish for you guys and maybe finish this nice fall day with a catch and release. So, all right, let's do it. Got another one, guys. I came back to this spot. Jesus, this thing is big. I'm guessing it's gonna be another native. My GoPro's dead, so you guys get to watch me. I'd rather you guys be able to see what I'm doing here, but I don't know. I'm afraid I'm gonna lose this fish if I start messing with my phone. Ooh, that is a big one. Come here, where can I get this phone? Well, I'm gonna try and land it if I don't lose it. Right on the other side of this rock. Ugh. So maybe. Oh, Jesus. And go figure, this is on the new homemade lure. So I was getting ready to go, so I'm not set up at all. But I'm gonna guess with the way this thing's fighting that it's gonna be another native. Oh, definitely tell it's a coho. Been in here for a little bit. Get you guys up here. There we go. All right. It's right there. What do we got for a fin? See? Is that a nub or is that a fin, dude? Almost. Looks like our guy. Ugh. There's this guy. Beautiful. Ugh. Beautiful native. Shouldn't have him out of the water too long. So we're gonna get this guy back in. There you go. Yeah, you're good. Oh, it's always on those last casts. I love those. So, see what I'm throwing. Let me get my camera redirected for you guys here. I ended up making what kind of resembles another pair of wet boots. Oh man, just going through boots like nothing. So, what I've done here is, so we've got, of course, my polka dots. I went for ugly splatter because I kind of wanted a little bit of pattern. And what I like about this one as opposed to the Blue Fox Vibrax is this is actually going to run a lot deeper. That's the perfect way to end this day out here in the outskirts of Oxbow Park. All right, now I'm going to go home.